From someplace over Missoula, Montana, USA, this is the Space Dog Radio Show. I'm the Space Dog, along with Spice Cat. Spice Cat can be found on Twitter at SpiceCat406. You can find us, of course, at SpaceDogRadio.com. Also on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter at Space Dog Radio. Now an interview from one of our great featured artists, 3-Eared Dog out of Montana. Take it away, Spice Cat.
Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. This is Spice Cat, new crew member of Space Dog Radio. And I am super excited this week because I get the opportunity to introduce to you guys a new featured artist. It's a group of guys out of Missoula, Montana, a band called 3-Eared Dog. And I have with me today the bassist, vocalist of the band, Jordan. Jordan, how are you?
Good. Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're very, very welcome. And so I do have a couple questions for you. My first question is 3-Eared Dog. How did you guys come up with that name for the band?
Well, you see, the three core members of us, me, Sam, and Aaron, we were hiking the Himalayas, and it just kind of came to us. We were sleep deprived. We had no food. We had this vision of a 3-eared dog. Yeah. No, actually, the real reason that we have that name is because when we first became a band, we were looking for a name that was nowhere online, that didn't exist anywhere. So basically what we did is we started off as a blues band, really bluesy, and dogs are really kind of a bluesy figure. So once we thought of 3-Eared Dog, we went to Google, typed in 3-Eared Dog, and absolutely nothing came up. So that was a sure sign that would be a pretty good name. So
right on. That's awesome. That's a pretty cool story. Yeah, no, I like the name of the band. It's very unique.
Definitely takes time to grow on you.
Yeah, no, for sure. And so that being said, my second question I have for you is how would you describe your guys' sound to the listeners? Do you have any major artists or bands that influenced you, or did you kind of just go for your own type of tune?
Well, at first, we just wanted to be a blues band because a couple of us this was the first time we picked up our instruments. Our drummer has always been an awesome drummer. He's been drumming for years and years, but me playing bass and Sam playing guitar was kind of a new thing for this band, so we wanted to play blues because blues is, it's a good thing good genre to learn your music on, your instrument on. And I mean, after a while, after we started to develop a style of our own, we kind of started crediting it to, like, all of our influences are anywhere from pop to funk to punk to rock, really, blues, anything really, jazz. Like we like all genres of music, and we try to incorporate that into what we play. But I guess our most recent stuff is really kind of a honky-tonk, boogie-woogie vibe. And a lot of big influences for us from that is like Brian Setzer with like the Stray Cats and with his orchestra. He's really awesome. And Reverend Horton Heat's a big inspiration to us. So stuff like that basically. And and it's really fun to do this in Missoula because the music scene here is so incredible. Mm-hmm. And every band has their own, specific genre where they, mesh different genres into one. Yeah. And we're just doing that on our own little deal. So bluesy boogie woogie. There's some funk in it and there's some rock in it. We love to cover classic rock songs just like anybody, but the influences are just endless, like lots of them. So
awesome. Yeah. And which leads me into my third question, final question, is I asked you to choose 2 songs that you would like to feature for the listeners to hear, and you chose the song Fannie Mae and Thinking It's Time. So what I wanted to ask you is, do those songs have a special meaning to your band? Are they just random songs? Or because you guys have obviously recorded dozens and dozens of songs. So what about these 2 made you pick them out of the lot, if you will?
Well, these 2 are off of our newest album. It's called When the Whiskey Kicks In. It's available on bandcamp.com for free. I picked these songs basically because they were the ones that came out sounding the best on the album. Fannie Mae is just a really good song. It's always a crowd pleaser. People love dancing to it, and the lyrics are hilarious.
Fannie Mae, she won't go all the way, but that's okay with me. Fannie Mae was built for speed in the backseat of my Chevrolet. Long-legged girl got a lot of tricks up her sleeve. Fannie Mae, a hard-headed mama won't let her day, but that's okay with me. Make it all worthwhile. Fannie Mae makes pretty good company.
And Thinking It's Time, just the studio version came out sounding really, really good. And Tanner Fruit, our saxophone player, has an incredible solo in that song. Arguably my favorite melodies on the entire album.
Okay.
And Fannie Mae was written by guitar player Sam Moore, and then I wrote Thinking It's Time.
Oh, okay.
And both those, also have a really deep meaning to the band as well, just because of how they sound and like what it makes us sound like and how tight we can be when we play those songs. So.
Well, Jordan, thank you so much for being here and talking with me. Is anything else that you want to say? Any closing remarks?
No, just thank you very much for having me, and check out 3-Eared Dog on Facebook or Bandcamp, or like us anywhere, and hopefully you enjoy our music. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, there you guys have it. Featured artist, Missoula, Montana, 3-Eared Dog. Yeah, check them out. Thank you guys so much for listening. This is Spice Cat with Space Dog Radio. Have a good weekend and be safe.
There goes Spice Cat with our featured artist, 3-Eared Dog, out of Missoula, Montana. Thanks so much, 3-Eared Dog and Spice Cat, for some great music and a great interview. Do you have any questions or comments about this? If so, I would like to hear from you. Contact me at spacedogradio.com. You can also find us on Twitter at SpaceDogRadio, and SpiceCat, Twitter at SpiceCat406. Special thanks to our featured artist, 3-Eared Dog. From someplace over in Missoula, Montana, this has been the Space Dog Radio Show. Thank you for listening. Be safe, be happy, and I'll catch you next orbit.
Let you decide your mind, yeah. I'm falling behind, and yeah, if I just bear in mind that a day may never arrive when there comes a time that you